for short.
Beast Mode.
But okay, that is indeed Marsh, another Florida hero player. So they are doing the double hero thing.
Goodness.
And actually, just another story about BeastModePaul while we get this pools match started is my proudest moment as a Cedar TO before I fully swapped over to commentary was during a Wi-Fi bracket that was run by DeBuzz. I had a top 8 qualifier seeded to be BeastModePaul versus BeastModeNoPaul.
Oh my god.
And BeastMode, they just both died to F smashes on opposite sides of the stage. But BeastModeNoPaul actually ended up 2-0ing BeastModePaul.
That's crazy.
And I think that might be probably the worst moment of his career.
So it's optimal to lack Paul.
Right.
Is what you're saying.
Which is
a shame because Green Team doesn't get an advantage. They've got Rampage and JohnPaulSmash.
Right. So both teams are pulled up out of their minds.
They're pulled up on a Friday afternoon. Dude, I gotta say, honestly, I'm loving this doubles set in particular because I feel like I'm watching what would be the result of 3 a.m. doubles in the hotel room, right? One team's doing double hero, the other one's DK Bowser.
This feels like the Saturday morning cartoon of double sets, right? We just saw, I think that was...
Oh,
all right.
Well-deserved. Well-deserved and earned.
Had to happen at some point. I have a question for you, and I don't know if you'll know as Bowser eats a Hatchet Man, and then Marsh hocus pocuses and gets slowed, and then swooshes all the way up to the top so that he can't get hit. Genius.
Only one Nair hit back for. There is nothing better than watching double hero, I think. Almost a 4-throw F smash.
Some wacky stuff is going on. But my question that I was going to ask as DK takes a nap, and then
no! You get no questions! They've all been answered by one critical hit into 2 characters.
Oh, and they're in
synced up! They are synced up! That's as good as it gets. That's as good as it gets, baby.
That was like some misinformed Good Samaritanship right there from our friend Bowser, because DK gets snoozed and is about to get F smashed. You're like, oh crap, my buddy, gotta save him. And
and what's crazy is that if it wasn't a crit F smash, he probably would have been fine.
I think both of them might have been fine.
But the hitbox got extended, and then he just jumped right into it. You're never going to get to ask your question when there are double heroes, but now you have your chance. So what's your question?
My question, does thwack/whack percentage success rate change in doubles, or is it entirely dependent on which character you're hitting? Because in singles, whack and thwack have a chance to OHKO based on percentage and stocks.
It is individual to each character.
Okay, so if you hit Bowser, it uses Bowser's percent. If you hit DK, it uses DK's percent. Yes. That's what I was asking.
I remember this because I think it's come up 4 or 5 times on the Beefy Smash Dudes channel. This is something that they've covered before. And I think I distinctly remember that sometimes you can live and sometimes you don't.
Yeah. There's a shield break. But, okay, yeah, BeastModePaul's able to just immediately get a grab, and then it doesn't matter because Marsh just jumps straight into a Bowser up smash.
Yeah, JohnPaulSmash covering that. I mean, literally got a combo off of the down tilt. Oh my god, look out!
This feels like helping your teammate will get you hurt.
Yeah. Don't go over there.
Don't, let them...
He got hit by the punch.
Let your teammates suffer. The moral of the story.
They will suffer. It's okay. Oh my gosh, damage.
But it's better for them to suffer alone than to suffer with you, and we're definitely watching Two Heavy suffer.
The one time where you say, yes, I'd rather suffer alone. The spells are just flying. This is a speed reading competition. He got healed. I heard that.
He just tried for a whack, too.
Yeah, get out of here.
It's not a crit, so it's not going to be the stock. I don't even know if a crit would have killed there. Not Bowser at 0. But, it would have been really funny. Another whack.
I wish this was a best of 9.
First to 10.
Oh, my God. Your own teammate. Don't let him get caught in the aura.
Whoever queued this for stream, I want to shake your hand.
I would like to buy you a steak dinner.
Can we just have BeastModePaul and Marsh on for the rest of the block?
Just to give me every single one of their sets.
No others. Production, Domo, can
my gosh.
That's your teammate!
It's your teammate.
No, that's your teammate!
What are you doing?
Stop it!
Marsh! Okay, well, all of a sudden we've got a game. I didn't even realize Green Team still had both characters. Me too. I don't know where the Bowser went for so long. Rampage. I was about to say Rampage is about to just send it. All right, JohnPaulSmash, I need you to give us a third game.
JohnPaulSmash, you are a pirate. He's alive.
Oh, you've got this. Give me a game 3. I demand it of you.
BeastModePaul stands no chance. He is the inferior Paul. He's got whack. He's feeling it.
Oh, he had Magic Burst, but he wasn't actually at the ledge. He could have gotten things done there. Ah! Okay,
that was
it's fine.
Might have been the the ballsiest air dodge I've ever seen.
He is not EP. Oh, he could have forward smashed him. He would have died at 30 uncharged.
Oh.
Wow, and just the immediate zapple.
Emergency best of 5. Keep going.
Emergency best of 5. Sit back down.
Keep
I
going.
demand it.
Paul, keep going.
One more.
One more game.
One more, please. Please. I feel like Walter White when Skylar's walking away from him and he's like, no, please, just listen to me. I need one more. Nobody saw that. The last cane just fell over.
If you didn't point it out, nobody would have ever.
Nobody would have ever known. I got too distracted by it.
What were they cooking?
The timing was too comedic, dude. You can't ask for anything better. In doubles pools, the only thing I ever want to commentate from now on is double hero.
BeastModePaul and Marsh.
I only want double hero from now on.
I during that set too, I keep looking over at 8-Bit Man, who I believe is playing a bracket set, and I can just see him glancing back at double hero and then laughing while he's mid bracket set, and then he looks over at me and laughs too. Production, Domo, Diamond, whoever's listening right now, whoever has the power to do it, please give us more BeastModePaul Marsh.
We need as much double hero as possible because look.
Hey, we got the copy that.
We got
Let's
the copy
go.
that. Dude, welcome to EB Games.
Copy that.
Copy that.
That's a throwback meme.
I can never forget the long neck.
Copy that.
He says it so gently too.
He's
That's what I love about that. He's like,
Copy
they're like,
that.
give me the video game. He's like,
copy that. Hi, welcome to EB Games.
I want Call of Duty.
Copy that.
Copy that.
And nobody's gonna get that reference in chat. They're
if you got that reference, press 1.
I'm looking.
And tweet at me.
I want to see ones. I'm looking at chat right now.
I want ones.
I need at least one, please.
At least one. 1.
Remember the remix of the guy saying "copy that"? That was to the tune of Megalovania. Copy that. Yeah.
That sounds vaguely familiar. I don't see a
Somebody
single
called
one.
it a decrepit. Okay, Strides called it a decrepit meme. So I'm assuming that at least means that Strides knows
does
what
understand.
it is.
Yeah. So there you go. I mean,
I'm just very happy that both of us got it, or that would have been significantly worse.
I'm getting to the point where I feel like, first of all, I will not be stopped from doing bits entirely for myself. I think you know that. I think some of the people at home know that at this point. I just assume at this point that whatever stupid, obscure thing gets brought up between the two of us, we both know about
We'll
it.
both know.
I feel like at this point that's just a given.
That's I think both of us are just at this point 67 approximately % of our brain power is occupied by remembering memes from 2009.
Particularly ones that were YouTube poops.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
And coming up next on stream,
I see SuperGirlKels sitting down.
Ooh.
So that means, no offense to who their opponents are, I can't see them. Okay, I can see them now. That's Sensei. I don't know who Sensei is teaming with, but that's SuperGirlKels and her brother Soar. Phenomenal doubles team. So what I was about to say is I feel bad
for
anybody.
Anybody who goes up against that team is going to have a hard time because, I mean...
Sensei's a good player, though. Sensei, really solid snake from Tri-State. I don't recognize their partner, but I'm assuming they're at least on or near the same level as Sensei, so they might give Kels and Soar a run for their money. Yeah,
but, I mean, that's what you have to ask for, right? Because it doesn't... What I'm getting at is that it doesn't really matter what level you're at. If you're going up against SGK and Soar, that is going to be a challenging team to go up against because you're looking at two people who are, in the first place, both very good, talented individual players, but that they have just one of the longest doubles rapports of, anybody out there. it's going to be tough to break through that synergy.
Right, and has been demonstrated multiple times by, like, especially Lucy and Linus from Michigan. Siblings are broken in doubles and should be banned. I'm just putting that out there. You shouldn't be able to team with your sibling.
I won't say that for them because I love Peanuts.
That's true.
I love Peanuts. If I get Lucy and Linus Van Pelt,
no, they shouldn't actually be banned. Obviously, I am memeing, but it's like actually kind of scary how often we see like a sibling duo do like two siblings who are good at Smash team up and then do very well, and not even like direct siblings. Leo Hobby, MK Leo and Hobby, his cousin, are another example of like a phenomenal long-standing dubs team who just so happen to be related.
Yeah. Well, and you know when you get to play like in family, right? You're both gonna level up really quickly.
This is like, dude, we've been playing at Christmas every year since we were both 6. So like, of course we know what we're doing pretty well, and it looks like we got a little JoJo reference going on as the tags. We got Jolene Cujo, Sensei, and their partner. I'm just waiting for the scoreboard to come up so I can find out what this lovely Incineror's name is, and it is KGP. Okay, I know this name.
Yes,
I just didn't know what he looked like.
Already having difficulty getting taken off stage by Sonic, a place that you never wanted to be as an Incineroar, right? Because Sonic has a lot of the horizontal edge guarding that Incineroar really struggles with. But again, in a doubles environment, and people have talked about this a lot, we're going to beat it into the ground too. Incineroar is just ridiculously good in doubles.
Sorry to like ignore what you just said, because yes, it is true, but Sensei got hit by one like F tilt and took 70 from it, and not even just from like normal Steve shenanigans. Kels pitched in with like a homing attack or two during all of that.
Yeah. And again, like, you just can't beat that double synergy. I love that they both recover high. Even the recoveries are together. I thought that was the forward tilt connecting, but that was actually Soar's forward smash.
Yeah, they both tried to recover high, and I think it's just simply because they had no other option. Kels had like an extra split second of recognition. She probably would have been able to also go high to cover both of them, while Soar F smashed on the ground, but doesn't matter. They do take first blood, but Kels and Soar are able to fire back pretty quickly, and now they do bring it back to even.
Man, the synergy between both of these teams has already shown off to be so good. There's also a sticky on KGP, and it somehow got transferred back over to Sensei.
You know what? It's his C4. He made his C4. Now he can lie in it.
And get exploded by it, too.
Shout out to Malifors. Anyways.
Nice vocabulary, Les.
Malifor is a term that I've always wanted to use on commentary, and yeah, I'm going to shoehorn it in when I can.
Yeah, that's understandable. We've all been there. Oh, I think we've all been there, too.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's, like, specifically how rough that is for Snake, trying to contest with the anvil, because Steve can drop that, and that'll be enough to break the Cypher, just period, right?
Right.
So Snake can't even just go straight up and air dodge and be like, but now the Cypher hits you, whoopsie-daisy.
If the angle is, like, specifically wrong, too, it'll break the Cypher without hitting Snake and just put him in special fall, which is, like, an extra danger. Oh, catches the up B with the up smash there, just knowing that Incineroar can't go through it. Leaves Sensei on his own for a little bit while Incineroar respawns, and he very well might die. No, okay, able to get back.
And that was great awareness right there, as KGP unfortunately up B's the wrong direction, and that can happen a lot if you have snapback on your controller, by the way. That happens to me a lot playing Incineroar. And despite a great playoff stage by Sensei, yeah, just one unfortunate SD is going to lead to the game falling to the wayside. They started off really, really strong, but Soar and SGK were just so consistent. They didn't make any big mistakes either.
It also feels like everything went wrong at the end there, too, in that isolated 2v1 scenario. While KGP was respawning, they were like, oh, sweet, your teammate is on the Angel platform and can't help you. Die.
Die.
But that is game 1 going to Soar and SGK, but honestly, I don't want to say I'm pleasantly surprised, because that feels rude to KGP and Sensei, but like I'm surprised to see anybody put up a fight like that against Soar and Kels.
Yeah, and again, like
great
earlier on in the bracket, like we're still in pools, and I expect Soar and SGK to be
kind of just sweep.
Yeah, a team that will be very, very deep in the tournament, if not literally in grand finals. So KGP and Sensei actually going to switch it up a little bit, putting in the Cloud, the substitute for the Incineroar, and honestly, I don't blame them. First of all, that is already paying off dividends with that early cheesy stock, and Now you get to play with the lead with Cloud. Your space control is going to be so much better compared to Incineroar, especially playing on a bigger stage. And that is key against Steve and Sonic as a combo.
Up Beast high, though. It's going to be able to get past the ledge trap that Kels was trying to set up there. And now with Soar kind of like just off in the corner mining resources, Kels was like in open season there for a moment.
Man, Soar almost getting the KO with that anvil, but see KGP hold on to it for just a moment longer. Mashing that down air out as well. I think what I'm loving about this set so far is that both of these teams are playing like stuck to their teammate like glue. If one teammate goes in, the other one is right behind them to counter hit the counter hit, then they get counter hit by the counter hit. It's also beautiful to see them just stacked up behind each other this entire set.
The problem with that, though, in this specific matchup is that while Soar is stuck to SGK and killing two people at once with the same up smash, but while Soar is stuck to SGK, he's not able to mine for resources. So he's kind of finding himself deprived in a couple critical situations, especially during game one. Now he's got a pretty good plethora of iron and had that gold to make use of for the powered minecart. It's gone now, but it was a cold winter for a little bit where he didn't have any food.
Honestly, I mean, he's really cooking with it right now. He's got the diamond tools. I was a little bit afraid for KJP's life off the side of the stage when Kels couldn't close out the early percentage edge guard, which honestly sometimes for Sonic can be pretty difficult. No team combo coming through for the red team right now. The team's got a real avenue to get back into this one.
I also want to point out that KGP's, well, as soon as I got to point him out, KGP's individual defensive play has actually been very nice throughout this. Like, he'll get hit by like a Sonic combo starter, and then he's either, okay, people are just dying to up move, but like he's able to DI out pretty quickly or able to like put something on like that drift back cross slash to escape and interrupt. He's doing a phenomenal job.
Well, and I just love, again, like the way that he is able to maintain control of space with this character. Red team needs to be really careful, though, because, I mean, if KGP drops that stock and then all of a sudden just a straight hit takes care of Sensei, then we're fighting a 1v2 against a team that has most certainly practiced 1v2 combos. So this is really going to come down to who gets the 2v1 first.
Yeah, but right now it's looking like that might not even come to pass first, because Kujo very nearly, sorry, KTP, I'm thinking of JoJo now, ends up losing his stock there, and yeah, now is the question, do I restock? Probably not. You want Snake to be the one in that 1v2 rather than Cloud.
Well, and especially when you're looking for something like a stray hit against a Sonic or even a Steve, right? If you get a C4 that randomly just connects correctly, as DI will not be able to send you into the block and save you there, so it is the last stock scenario. We're going to have to see if Sensei can't find the C4. It's stuck. I think it's back onto him.
Sensei,
now
yeah.
Now he's trying to find a way back in, and we are building blocks.
And they're off in the corner shielding together.
We're playing Lincoln logs. This is literally a game of tag. Look out, Kels!
Oh, it's on Kels?
Okay.
Up tilt's coming through. That's a lot of early damage. Oh, and here come the team combos. 58% able to get out with that falling back air. Can't grab Sonic's spin dash, though.
Have to be mindful of that invincibility, and now it is again on that stray hit. Does find it on Soar, so this is 1v1.
Oh.
With the Snake, the percentage advantage, too.
Yeah, and now Snake can just play the Snake game where he's just going for grenade trades, building up that extra damage until eventually some random stray hit finds the KO. Kels trying to go high with that spring to cover a Cypher up high, but Sensei not really going to fall for it. This could be huge. No, great homing attack by Kels.
Man, her maneuverability has been so good in this 1v1 already, and she's not over-committing to that movement either, which is why Sensei hasn't been able to get that crucial finishing blow. It's been hard to lock down.
Oh, Sensei, the grenade kind of ruining his attempt there to maybe go set up a ledge trap or an edge guard, but able to just reset, still holding on to center stage. Kels has to get out of there before the grenade pops. Spin dash might kill at this point.
It's getting close with all that rage, but the up tilt from Sensei getting that clutch moment that the red team needed. They played from behind for a lot of that game, but hanging tough. And again, like you said, sticking to that game plan of make sure that the Snake gets the 1v1, don't do the share stock. Worked out perfectly in the end, having faith in Sensei. Now, set evened up at 1-1, we go to a deciding game 3.
Yeah, Snake's so good in those situations. Like, you want to talk about maneuverability, Snake's got it. You want to talk about survivability, Snake's got it. Straight hit kill power, he's got it. He's got the ability to combo break with grenade. He's got the ability to set traps in those 1v2s against, like, an opponent who's trying to maybe, like, zone him into a certain spot of the stage. He uses C4 to lock off certain parts of the stage. He's got so much utility in those situations that, yes, of course, you want Sensei and you want Snake to be the one who serves that 1v2, that clutch role on your team. And he served it perfectly as we go to a game 3.
I mean, the Snake is pretty much as close as you can get to playing a 2v2 when you've only got one character left, right?
Grenade's an extra teammate. C4 is an extra teammate. It's actually, this is unfair. This is 4-on-2.
It's advantage Snake. Man, so we get a game 3. And again, we expected, right, that these two teams would actually probably run this pretty close. I didn't think that we would actually get to a game 3, but
no,
the switch to the Cloud was a really good move.
Yeah, after how game 1 went, I was all right, this is going to be close, but SGK and Soar probably have this 2-0. They're playing really well, but then I'm being incredibly pleasantly surprised by KGP's Cloud.
Coming through, shining in spades. Again, a character that we know is really, really good in doubles. KGP's doing a lot of the right things with this Cloud. And here on Small Battlefield, I mean, Steve is going to get so much more explosive here. Snake, on the other hand, is going to as well. And Cloud's platform pressure is going to be awesome. I'm curious, especially just given that I feel like losing ground to maneuver with a Sonic on your team, that seems like it might get a little scary.
Limit break climb hazard. I always want to call it cross slash because I'm so used to every limit break move being cross slash. But limit break climb hazard gets them out of a sticky situation there, and the dash attack on ledge puts both Kels and Soar deep off stage. But bro, that's your teammate. You don't want to be up tilting that one. You want to be down smashing that one.
I think that was really, really nice by Sensei to kind of be greedy with that and do the down throw rather than the back throw that you would normally expect, especially with Cloud charging it. Just like the up smash comes out there from Soar. And Cloud, again, just barely able to bust out that limit climb hazard to make it back.
And there as well, the grenade.
Yeah. I mean, the combo breaks have been great for the red team. And again, they've found really good moments to kind of be greedy and take moments for themselves to take stocks. And Soar definitely doing that in this game, being the stock taker. Both of the red team's stocks in this game 3 have gone down the way of that Magma block. May just get another one, but that Snake percentage climbing up, and the Steve on the hunt. 97, and now the Cloud's gonna eat some damage too.
There's definitely also been like a level of a very impressive synergy between KGP and Sensei, where not only is Sensei like saving KGP or just combo breaking with his own grenades or whatever, KGP's taking Sensei's grenades and then using them to his benefit to combo break. Because like that's something that Cloud struggles with a lot, is once you have him in disadvantage, if you play your cards right, you can keep Cloud in disadvantage for quite some time. He's got very limited resources, but then give Cloud a grenade and suddenly it's a very different story, as Soar now goes on to his final stock, potentially of winner's side.
We might see that, and I love that from SuperGirlKels, because we've seen like 3 or 4 times in a row that high climb hazard has come out. She had the perfect read on that, knowing, okay, I just think KGP is just going to do that high climb hazard literally every single time. Chased perfectly with that back air, and that does get the stocks back up to even, and either the Snake or the Sonic can go down next, and it will be the Sonic team on their last 2 stocks.
Yeah, Kels getting caught between a rock and a hard place. The grenades, the C4, and also Cloud back air, all coming her way at the same time. 27% on her final stock, but the real story here is Soar being all the way up at 94. One solid connection could be it. But speaking of one solid connection, Kels finds the back air to do just that.
Wow, and almost did another back air onto that high climb hazard. Just misspaced it a little bit. You have to really give some props to Sensei right now for staying alive and doing a whole lot of work to help support KGP at this high percent. There goes the Minecraft Steve. So now a reversal from the last game. We saw...
Wait! C4, she was stuck! I didn't even notice.
I didn't either. I would have probably been a bit more tense seeing the Sonic that high up on stage if I had known, but I don't think anybody except for Sensei was aware of that fact, and at the end of the set, that's all that mattered. Goodbye, Sonic. And what a big win for KGP and Sensei.
Now they're out of their chairs. They're gone. We can't pan back to them at all. No, I had no idea. You had no idea. And Kels certainly had no idea, lest she would never have used the spring to go high to try and reset neutral. But it pops, and so does she. And a huge upset in the doubles world with Soar and SGK heading down to losers very early to an incredibly well-played team of KGP and Sensei.
Yeah, and dude, honestly, I think that set was just defined by how much stage control that KGP and Sensei had, right? When you combine Snake and Cloud, I mean, where do you even go in doubles? That is two different methods of covering basically every single piece of the stage.
Right, that's what I was talking about with the rock and a hard place metaphor, where it's like, over here you've got not only Snake's CQC prowess with all of his aerials and his grounded tilts, but also grenade and C4, and then you've got Cloud back air, which covers the entire stage itself.
It's rough to get by, I'm going to be honest.
It's rough.
It's
very
rough.
rough.
Switching it up from the Incineroar to the Cloud and noticing right in that game one that I think the big problem was that they didn't have a whole lot of stage control to work with. And so after that they realized, okay, well if we switch it up to the Cloud, now we can limit the maneuverability of the Sonic. We don't let the Steve keep mining all the time. Just really smart play by them. And now we will get to move on and watch a few more doubles teams step up to the plate. I'm not familiar facially with any of these
I
players.
recognize one person on this stage once more, and that is the gentleman in the blue shirt. That is Apple, a Steve Ices player from the local area. But I can't say that I know any of these other faces, unfortunately. Obviously, it's the same as it usually is. I'll probably know the name, but not the face once the tags come up top. But
I have to give a shout out to the Cake shirt.
yes.
Great band. And I'm excited for the idea of getting a look at this game, and he's playing his Steve on the starting line.
I actually want to know who Apple plays in doubles. Because it could be Steve, it could be Ices. Because Ices is also nasty in doubles. It gives you so much more, like as an opponent, to figure out what the hell is going on.
Yeah. Obviously, the big problem is that you're not going to get your free crazy combos off of your desyncs, and you're not going to get to set up all that stuff. But you do also just get to kind of do the Cloud thing, where you throw out hitboxes everywhere, and your opponent's kind of got to go, where do I go? Where on earth do I go?
The other thing too, it's like I call it the Kazuya effect in doubles, where like this character is really good in singles because they can touch of death you. In doubles, not so much because the teammate is almost always going to be there to be the chaos factor and interrupt those touch of death combos. Is this okay? Somebody in chat said, "Yo, Zsos." So I'm gonna. Is this Zsos, the hero player?
And I should have known that was Tachyon too. I should have recognized the other Florida Pikachu anywhere. And honestly, I love getting to watch Tachyon play because the crowd behind Tachyon is always loud.
I mean, we are in Florida right now.
Yeah, as it should be.
I've definitely watched Tachyon play. I cannot say that I've like ever taken a close look at the face.
If I'm not mistaken, Tallahassee, I think, or northern Florida somewhere, and is the number one up there. I do know that.
Oh, and that's Wonderbread.
A little bit more isolated. Yeah, Wonderbread.
Again, know the name, not the face.
Look, and honestly,
also,
first of all,
Wonderbread is dead.
Amazing first stock by Tachyon. The game is even because Tachyon actually got first blood, and then Wonderbread goes down. And again, it's Little Mac. You go off stage, obviously you're going to have problems, but Little Mac, not that fast.
No, you have a lot of very fast hitboxes. You've got a lot of armor, and you've got a lot of grounded control thanks to your ridiculous speed. Little Mac does a good job in doubles, so long as you have a teammate who can save you when you're off stage. And guess who's pretty good at going deep off stage and kind of scooping people? Who else but Pikachu?
Yeah, you immediately saw that with, Wonderbread getting the setup off stage, going for the greedy kill, but not able to find it on PS2. Ceiling's just a little bit too high for that. And now you're dealing. I mean, the hero's lit up like a Christmas tree. I'm afraid of Zsos right now.
Yeah, this is the. This is God incarnate, and you do not want it. This is Hero went from the JRPG protagonist to a JRPG like final boss.
It's that scene in Overlord where Ainz is just like he just says like 30
says,
spells in a row.
He's like
greater buff, greater movement, greater perception,
power up, magic up, everything up,
time stop, like just all over the place. And 132%. I mean, everybody's kind of about to lose their next stock. I'm amazed that the game has stayed as even as it is, but as I say that, it does immediately even right back up. 3 stocks and 1 stock on each team.
This is a mirror between the two sides.
It's like I'm a mirror. Uh-oh. I was hoping to drop the if Tachyon got the stock taken back immediately, but Tachyon's defensive play, as he does finally get punished for being a little bit too aggressive on the offense right there, trying to chase that Thunder Jolt. The defense from Tachyon has been really, really impressive.
But these back airs, too, are incredibly good in these situations because it's just one really long-lasting hitbox that you can cover so much space with. And Tachyon using it to great effect, now getting popped into the KO punch. That's the stock gone, so a restock's going to have to come through for Zsos to stay in the game, and that is a decisive lead taken by Yellow Team.
And honestly, I kind of like that they're just ignoring Apple right now. They go, okay, you want to sit behind your iron blocks of mine? I'm going to keep going after this hero that we've taken 3 stocks from already. That could potentially be 4.
I feel like it's the smart thing there, too. Like, we will deal with Steve, the scary, scary block man, when we have a 2v1. For now, let's focus on taking out the teammate, but the restock also comes through to bring Wonderbread back into the game, and suddenly we're even once more.
And dropping right behind the Steve, maybe farm for a couple of spells. Sizzles actually does find Tachyon on the other side of the wall. And once again, just farming for these spells. Gets the snooze.
No.
You can kiss that stock goodbye.
At the same time!
In perfect sync, Apple and Zsos take that game 1.
Wow. I wasn't even paying any attention to Abba. It's just a shrug. Sorry.
I guess we did it.
The smug shrug. Because I also, I didn't even notice Apple setting up for the up smash to take out Tachyon. I just saw little Mac get snoozed and was about to get F smashed. So I was like, all right, here's a dead Mac. Let me go refocus. And then I looked over and saw that he was already inside the up smash, and it was the double KO screen. I was like, oh, we're done here.
And that game just ended up getting defined at the very end for Apple. He was like, I want a Steve with a short sword and a long up smash.
You had to get the reference in at some point.
I did. No, I love Cake, dude.
He's got the shirt on. He's supporting.
Yeah, it's a good band. It's a good band. The guy, my favorite part about that band is the guy, is barely singing ever. He's really just, talking over some funky bass guitar. He just kind of does the Primus thing where he just says unintelligible things for 30 minutes, and then you got a sick bass guitar riff, and you're like, that was nice.
Completely unrelated to that, but that just makes me think of Creed. Just saying completely unintelligible stuff and then sick guitar riff.
Welcome to Smash Ultimate Commentary, everybody.
Welcome
It
to
is
Battlefield.
Time for game 2. Yes, indeed, on Battlefield. Apple and Zsos taking that game 1 and kind of doing so in spectacular fashion. I mean, the game was literally as even as could be going into those final moments, and then they just ran away with it in the last 10 seconds.
Did a little bit of synchronized smashing. Ended up taking it out, but Tachyon actually the subject of much punishment at the start of this game, as opposed to them focusing Wonderbread at the beginning of the last one. I think they've realized who the significantly larger threat is. Wonderbread is kind of just running triage for this team, where he's like, all right, I'm going to try and stay alive and then come in and throw out a smash attack every once in a while. But Tachyon's doing most of the fighting, and he won't be able to make it back until Wonderbread sacrifices his life for his brother.
The most noble
and then
yet
he gets shield broken
misguided
anyway.
Sacrifice, and just go for the immediate up smash, and I like that in doubles. Taking one off the top, it's going to be the Steve to lose that stock, but man, talk about Yellow Team playing at a deficit now. Again, the noble sacrifice from Wonderbread, like you said, just running triage at this point, right? Wow, great escape right, Tachyon.
Tachyon's still trying to fight with Apple off stage as well until eventually, Wonderbread gets in there, knocks Apple away, and then gets on stage and up smashes Zsos.
Kaboom into the teammate.
That's your teammate, bro.
But great reversal right there by Zsos, calling out again, Tachyon not trying to be the most aggressive at every single point and going, okay, I think they're going to pull back after this fair. I can counter with one of my own. Got to watch out for Wonderbread, though, with that KO punch. Getting sent into tumble, though, does get rid of it, and that is a big break for the red team.
Speaking of music, though, we were talking about some out-of-Smash bands a little bit earlier. Shout out to the instrumental version of Psycho Soldier playing in the background right now. This is one of my favorite tracks in Smash.
This isn't even instrumental. They've been singing.
Dang. I didn't hear her. Oh, there she is.
It's the
riff
domestic
in the
version,
middle.
yeah.
The instrumental version is like the exact same at that part, so I just thought it was the instrumental one when I caught on to it.
That reminds me of something that I need to bring up after this set, and it could be coming to a close very soon, but that might be the case. Even though Yellow Team started off at such a deficit, Wonderbread has started playing so carefully, and look at this game from a stock standpoint, this game is even.
There's just a really funny visual there with the hero with bounce just body blocking all of the T-Jills, just like, stay back, Steve, I got you.
And then he just nods. Ooh, big damage. Love that counter hit there from Wonderbread, and Tachyon even able to follow it up a little bit. That Steve, though, man, I mean, I have not seen Apple miss any of those forward airs, and then Tachyon going down. It is all up to Wonderbread to pull off a 2v1 with Little Mac.
Given the amount of fair spikes that Wonderbread has eaten throughout the course of this set, I don't feel good about his shot here, but it's doable.
It is doable.
Maybe.
I mean, it's Little Mac, and you've got the Steve at 88%, and you can tell that that is definitely Wonderbread's priority.
Down tilt, dash back, down tilt the other direction, dash back in, down tilt.
He says everybody's going to get a piece of me today. Oh, goodbye.
No? Okay.
Good mash, okay. I just assume at this point, you're off stage against the Steve, like Apple has just not missed a forward.
There's KO punch. If he can get Zsos with the KO punch and...
No,
okay, never mind.
Honestly, I respect just letting it rip immediately, though, because
Somebody
in a
might have gotten
2v1,
hit.
hold on a second. Great delay on the recovery. This is doable.
Suddenly this is a lot less scary for Mac 2 because a lot of the edge guard potential goes away with Steve leaving. Zap, though, going to be a great option to punish the aerial Mac. Jumps to get back up on stage. Now has center stage control. This looks so much better than it did a second ago. Looking for these down tilts.
Ooh, trying to read an air dodge to the ledge, which I love that idea by Zsos going immediately for the zoom. And I love that Tachyon, or rather that Wonderbread is just playing it safe here. Fighting for Tachyon. Able to maneuver around the snooze, and all of a sudden,
About to get
mana
KO
running
punch
low.
again, too.
Yeah.
The bars are going the opposite directions of each other right now as that KO punch charges the MP bar, empties.
It's
27, but the fair does it. And
Great
Wonderbread,
clutch.
despite being right on the verge there, not quite able to take care of it. And that is a 2-0 from Apple and Zsos.
Yeah, that last game came right down to the wire, though, and especially getting to see a Little Mac almost pull off that 2v1, and Wonderbread played not only very creatively, but just extremely on point. Did not make a lot of big mistakes.
Playing that without hitting a KO punch, too, right? Like, I expected the win condition for that 2v1 to become doable would be Wonderbread hitting KO punch, but no, he whiffed. He missed, and then he still ended up killing Steve and still ended up almost able to do it.
I mean, it was a very impressive performance, I
Very
gotta
impressive.
say. And again, I like Little Mac in doubles. I actually think that he improves quite a bit in that environment. When you have somebody to cover for your
There's a
weaknesses.
lot of characters where their big defining weakness in singles is that their disadvantage is terrible. And then in doubles, it just goes away. And then there are other characters where their big defining strength in singles is their advantage state. And then in doubles, that just goes away. And that's why doubles is such a fun meta.
Yeah, everything gets a little bit more like just squished together for the most part. And especially like the one thing we talked about it earlier with the snake and the cloud, that I think the one thing that matters above all is just consistent kill power, right? Moves that just you don't have to set up into them and stage control.
Yeah,
And if you've got
like,
both of those, that makes you very strong.
straight hit kill power is always a very important concept for a lot of characters in Ultimate, where it's like, can you just start throwing out hitboxes at random and will one of them kill if it connects? Yes, then you are probably pretty good in doubles. Snake is one of those characters, for sure.
I am simply praying that we might get BeastModePaul,
Again,
the double heroes. I mean, I don't even see them.
I see Aaron there.
Well, that's exciting.
I didn't even
well,
know
that's
Aaron
exciting.
entered doubles.
I didn't either.
He might just be wandering around.
It is definitely possible. I know that a few of the boys are here, though, because it's
Uh,
Aaron, it's
Cola
Cola,
is
and
here. I don't know if anybody else is here. Goblin's here.
That's right, Goblin is
I saw Goblin.
I was like, I feel like I'm forgetting another Florida player.
Yeah, I saw Goblin yesterday. I haven't seen him at all today.
I love Goblin.
But I know he's around.
They're so great.
Uh,
And they did really well at Ludwig's, too.
yeah,
Like, they just dominated the LCQ.
Got in through the LCQ pretty much unscathed. I believe beat like Mr. E and a couple other people. And then didn't have the best day during Swiss, but like not many people did.
How could you easily have a good day?
BMK Leo. That's it. That's the answer. Or Big D.
24-1.
Big D also had a pretty good day during Swiss. That's Kiki. Are Kiki and Aaron teamed? I think that's Aaron standing. Yeah, that's Aaron standing.
Yeah.
So I think that's double Diddy from Kiki and
Double
Aaron.
Diddy.
Double Diddy.
Double Diddy. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I've, first of all, almost never seen Diddy Kong in doubles. Not since Smash 4.
He's kind of wacky because Banana is weird in doubles.
Like, it gives you a semblance of that stage control that we were talking about earlier, but does Diddy have that consistent stray hit kill power in doubles? Like, it's especially weird with double Diddy.
No, that's the thing about Diddy in singles too, is Diddy kills you when he's supposed to and dies when he's supposed to, 99% of the time. Where like you never see like except for like a long string of high damage combos into a read, Diddy's not gonna kill you early, and he's not gonna kill you without a setup most of the time unless you're at like 180.
Yeah.
Other than that, like Diddy needs a setup for a kill, or he needs a long combo for a kill, or just like Banana F smash. But that's a setup. Like, Diddy's not just going to randomly kill you. That's why I'm wondering if maybe, like, Aaron will play, like, the Rob or something else in doubles, just to have some semblance of ability to kill the opponents. Now, the people that they're up against, again, don't recognize the faces, will probably recognize the name once that scoreboard pops up. We'll see.
As goes.
As it goes.
As it goes. Because there are so many people that you just see, like, in bracket, and you remember, like, oh, they got wins over this player, and I remember they placed like this in a tournament, but maybe they never like played on stream or something. Like, yeah. There's
Like, especially during like pools of an event like Let's Make Moves Miami, there's so many people.
Yeah.
And
doubles pools. The players are doubled.
Twice the amount of people. Now, I would say I know like a solid 30% of these people, like what they look like, but I would say I know like maybe 60% of their names.
Yeah. I would agree to that. That's where like wheel sports get a lot more fun, because you still just have to memorize faces. Like in those, it's like body types. You're like, oh, that's like the 6'7", 280-pound guy.
I did not know what Mike Trout looked like for like the first 2 years of his career.
Yeah.
I just saw lots of stats and lots of like highlights. I was like, yeah, this guy's a phenomenal player.
And then you're like, whoa, he's a football player. Like, he's built like a tank.
I mean, with the amount of, like, the way he hits the ball, yes.
Sorry, we're talking about
baseball
now.
Yes.
Yeah, this is turned into a baseball stream. And we're not even talking about the Marlins, who are local to Miami and have a great stadium. I've been there a couple times. This is a really nice stadium.
So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the Mega Man is Morpheus, the Tri-State Mega Man player. I have no idea who TBK the Sonic would be. But I'm seeing Morph the Mega Man and assuming it's Morpheus. Aaron actually maybe going with the Aegis.
I actually don't know how much he's been playing this character. I do know that he does enjoy Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which makes him a based man. But
good man.
This character, especially, again, Pyra, like, having the weaknesses in doubles that kind of go away. One of the many Sonic mains where if you hear the tag, you know what character
they play.
I love that almost invariably every Sonic player has a tag to do with Sonic in some way.
And everybody who's got Kirby in their tag does not play Kirby. They all play K. Rool. Kirby Kid and Kirby ML Genus both play K. Rool.
I also remember back in the Smash 4 days, the Kirby Kid from One Smash, that he played Mario.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But that's because people who like Kirby have the common sense to not hurt themselves by playing Kirby and Smash. That's aside the point. Kiki and Aaron with the Mithra and the Diddy Kong. Now it's Pyro and Diddy Kong. Like,
we gotta call it out every time Aaron down V's?
No. Just this one time. Okay. I think it would be a tired bit. But yeah, I really also like Mega Man in doubles.
I like Mega Man in singles, but I'm a certified peep nut enjoyer.
I'm also a peep nut enjoyer. I cannot tell a lie.
Aaron deep off stage, yeah.
Such a dirty angle.
That was weird. And both First Bloods actually end up going to True Blue and Morpheus.
And they've just been racking on the more consistent damage. Like, I'll be honest, like, they did get a couple of earlier stocks, but we've seen Kiki and Aaron struggle to get, like, setups with these characters that they're playing that would rather get some setups, although a great up tilt there from Aaron to catch that wayward landing does leave Morpheus as the last one hanging on to the initial stock, and Aaron trying to make something happen here at the ledge.
Kiki kind of just seems like he's either cooking or getting cooked. There's no in between. He's not in neutral. He's either like he's getting comboed, running away, or comboing somebody.
Yes.
I think that's kind of just Diddy and doubles.
Diddy and doubles, I was about to say, it feels especially that way because, yeah, like you said, you don't get to do just the reliable, great neutral and the setup for your KO confirms. And Banana, I mean, I like the way the blue team's been playing around it, honestly. They have not been getting tripped up at all.
Up smash from Kiki, not going to be enough to take care of Morpheus, and even the Flame Nova not enough to take care of True Blue there. The second up smash will do it, and the F tilt not. Aaron struggling a little bit to take care of his after Kiki took down Morpheus.
Does end up getting that forward tilt though. You saw him just stay relentless with that ledge trapping, and that is exactly what Pyra is really good at doing, especially when you've got a Diddy Kong covering your back. People don't want to run into the Diddy Kong banana F smash or anything off the ledge trap, and then they have to jump right into a Pyra aerial, and that's ostensibly worse.
That was also a very scary spot for Aaron to be in. If Morpheus had just a little bit less time or a little bit less coverage from Kiki, and good stuff to Kiki for putting that coverage there, he definitely would have killed Aaron there.
I mean, Aaron has been using Photon Edge a lot. That side B, it's a punishable move if you whiff, and especially going to the ledge, it can be really scary, but he knows that he doesn't have all the time in the world to go low and switch to Pyra and go straight into the ledge. He needs to be there for his teammate.
Remember when this character first came out and we all thought that like Photon Edge was the most broken thing in the game because we didn't know you could just hit it?
Yeah, it was scary for a second. It's like, where are all these hits? That's level 3. That is level 3 Flame Nova. The full set.
And that is painful to go through, and 2 stocks go down to it in the blink of an eye. And now, yeah, it's time for Aaron to be the front man in this ledge trap while Kiki just covers behind, and this is exactly what it's for. If Morpheus is able to break through Aaron, Kiki's right there to put him right back onto the ledge.
I don't like how they immediately tried to reset that situation too, where Kiki was actively ledge trapping, then kind of gave it up to let Aaron take the front again. Yeah, I would have liked to see them just mix it up and probably let Mithra back up the Diddy Kong until you can really reset the scenario, but none of that mattering right now. Aaron is just a hit away from finishing this off with Pyra. 87% on the Mega Man. He is holding on to 2 stocks as well. Over.
Yeah, Morpheus just kind of paralyzed off stage there. Ended up making it to ledge, but had no clue what to do from there. You jump, you get hit by Pyra. You roll, you get hit by Diddy. You neutral, get up, you get grabbed and sent right back off stage. It's just, there was one of the few cases in Smash where I'm going to say there was no right answer.
No,
you were screwed.
2v1 against Aegis and Diddy does seem more or less impossible.
Especially high percent, and you're already on ledge. I don't think there is a correct answer there, except like choosing an option and hoping the opponents mess up.
Well, yeah, and again, that really means that the onus is not on you at that point, which is never a place you want to be. But yeah, that I think that the demonstration there is that what this team does best more than anything, oh my goodness, is ledge trapping. That seems like an impossibility to escape.
They have a plan. They stuck to it. It worked to perfection. They take game number 1.
Looking back at the okay, they got friends in the front.
They
got friends in the front.
They're popping off.
I was looking back and I was like, is somebody talking mess in doubles Pools League?
With 2 people from CFL, maybe.
That's honestly true.
CFL knows how to talk.
They'll go after their own boys too.
I walked in here earlier. I have no idea who was playing and I have no idea who yelled. But I heard a dude just at the top of his lungs, "Bro, why do you suck?"
It's so good to be back.
It's so good.
Go to game 2 on Kalos, where honestly you're just looking for more room to maneuver as the Sonic and the Mega Man. You want to be able to, I mean, honestly, play out of the corner, take advantage of those platforms and be able to say, all right, you push me to the corner. Blue team's maneuverability is such that they can definitely get around a lot of that corner pressure that the red team is hoarding over. See though, right now, trying to keep pressure onto Kiki, on him for a minute, just not able to build up a lot of damage. And that was another big problem we saw from the blue team, and red team has had no problems with numbers going up.
Bro, you think Banana F Smash is a problem when Diddy does it? Wait until you see Pyro's Banana F Smash. That mess will kill you at 40.
So long. Oh my god.
Diddy does it as
He
well.
high profiled the metal blade with the up smash.
I saw.
Kiki's a god.
I love Kiki. There was no way that was intentional.
No,
Not
absolutely not. But he still did do it. It's perfectly timed. His end as well. Does get knocked off the stage. Aaron's actually going to be the one to survive. Spring getting in the way, but Kiki right there to support him. Kiki's been the best support partner anybody could ask for in doubles.
Aaron's going to get the jab on ledge 2. Quick swap to Pyra. Not going to be able to time the dare correctly, but that doesn't mean he's going to let Morpheus get off ledge without being a little bit worse off. And another Pyra F smash finds its mark.
Aaron's got me laughing like the Team Fortress 2 heavy right now. Like he is. Is he going to hold on to the stock though? He will, and he is just literally photon edging at ledge.
Do it again. Aw.
One more time.
Wait, do it again. He's going to. Wait.
Man.
That's your teammate.
No. I thought True Blue definitely had the KO in return, but Red Team running away with things with a couple of gifts, but definitely a whole lot of skill in the other direction. And, well, I say skill, and Aaron's doing this.
Aaron's still going. Dude. And it's working. Do something. You've got a giant disjointed dare.
However much Charlie's paying him, it's
not enough.
It's not
this
enough.
guy is a content machine.
He's not only a content machine, he's also winning well. He's making content.
Right.
You got to give respect.
That's a rare specimen.
Rare combo. Rare combo indeed. And Aaron finally set down to that second stock. Kiki may soon be going to that last stock. Although at this point, it's going to take like a couple of big explosions for the blue team to bring this back, and it just looks like it might not happen because there are just consistent combos.
Whoops.
Whoops, indeed. All right, Morpheus, last stock and has got to fight the
He gets
three
grabbed
of the red
or
team.
he gets monkey flipped, it's over. Well, if Aaron can get into position in time, that is.
Which he doesn't even do. All right,
Go back to He doesn't even need to grab with a monkey flip.
I just wanted him to go back to Photon Edge, I'm going to be honest.
Go back to Photon Ledge.
There
it is. I've never seen
Quite the comedian.
someone Photon Edge that many times in a row, and not only not get punished for it, but also find success and damage in doing so. Aaron might be the best player in Smash Bros. History.
I think you have to realize that part of that is just because Sonic doesn't have the super reliable spike to hit that.
Mega Man does.
Mega Man does, but you also have to get set up in position, and almost every time that specifically the Mega Man was over there, the Diddy was right next to him.
Well.
He didn't have time to...
That was like 95% because of Kiki.
Yeah.
More than anything else, Kiki being there to triage and keep the pressure away from Aaron. But still.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie, it's still ridiculous, but as long as it worked, the whole, like, you call tossing dynamite around a
martial art?
As long as it works.
You call photon edging at ledge 17 times in a row smash?
Aaron would not even say so long as it works. He would just go, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it?
Huh? What? Yeah, that's...
Exactly. Yeah. But good stuff. We'll see more of Aaron and Kiki later, and I'm digging that doubles team. I like Diddy playing support to a guy who just spams forward smash and flame nova constantly, and it works because you get the Diddy behind you.
That's the thing about Aaron is that, like, Aaron, I almost dropped my cane again. Aaron has no fear and has zero remorse for doing the dumbest stuff to his opponents. And I'm not saying, like, picking, like, bad options as in, like, dumb options like that. I'm saying he's doing dumb stuff to you, and you probably feel bad when you get hit by it.
He doesn't care
Aaron
that you
doesn't
feel bad.
care. Aaron doesn't feel bad for you at all. And so he's going to keep doing that, and then you can't punish him because Diddy Kong moves around at the speed of fucking light and gets there and saves you.
I mean, that's exactly what you get to do. You have the privilege of having a good teammate with a good character behind you. There you go. But dude, Aaron is just the simple joys of what works.
If it ain't broke,
If it ain't, if it's broke, keep using it.
If it's broken, good. Let's keep it up.
Keep it going. But yeah, we've got, I think, one more set, and it looks like Riddles is stepping up to the plate.
No, I don't see Riddles anywhere.
I thought I saw Riddles.
No. He played squads earlier. I don't know.
Oh, that's right. He's not in doubles.
Yeah, I don't think he's in double. I saw him walking around, but
I literally just saw like the short black hair and the blue mask, which I saw plenty of because he was in and out of the room while I was napping today. But he is not here.
Yeah, no, I think.
And like you're saying, Kazuya in doubles.
Kazuya sucks in doubles, but Terry doesn't.
That's true. Terry's really good.
Really good in doubles.
But yeah, I think one more before we're tossing it off to like.
Also, chat's asking what you're cosplaying. So what in the?
I am a vampire.
And vampire.
A vampire.
I think you're from Spy Family.
I would love to be able to just say, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Except there is somebody with an exceptionally good Yor cosplay here.
I haven't seen them.
I walked past them when I was going to the 7-Eleven. I did. I saw your Forger at the 7-Eleven. Except
not
no, I didn't.
clickbait.
Except no, I didn't. But yeah, no. I mean, there's somebody with a really, really good Yor cosplay. So I have to give shoutouts. I have to give credit.
I've seen there's a bug catcher going on right there.
Hey!
And they're playing basketball with the Pokemon and the net.
That's a turnip, actually.
That is a turnip, actually. Yeah, they've got the Stitch. We've also got Diddy Kong right there.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Diddy Kong.
Diddy's right over here. Hey, good work in that last match.
Yeah, we just saw you play.
Yeah. Great job supporting Aaron.
The fact that the camera can't see our lovely Diddy Kong friend right
I'd
here.
love to be able to
Could you come
just
step in? Come step in.
That's... Yeah.
Right there.
Good job. Right there. Yeah.
Greetings,
good job, Diddy.
Greetings, Diddy Kong.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Good job in that last match. You did a really good job at supporting Aaron. Yeah. Great job.
I love to imagine Diddy Kong after the set just wakes up from like a fugue state, just like, what was I doing?
Oh.
Where was I?
Where was I?
All I remember was eating 30 bananas and throwing the peels everywhere.
He doesn't even eat the banana. He's already eaten a ton of bananas, is my assumption with it. He's already eaten so many bananas, and then he just stores the peels in his pocket for later.
As a kid playing Brawl, I always thought that the animation was him pulling it out, just like eating the whole thing in one bite and then tossing out the peel in just one bit. Because Diddy Kong's got like a beak. Have you ever seen his face?
Yeah, that's just a normal chimp face. Like they've got
chimps have like a beak.
The huge their teeth, their lips go significantly farther than their teeth. Is what I'm trying to say.
Plenty of room to fit a banana.
Yes.
In.
Yeah.
I just thought that he ate them whole.
Somebody in chat said shit costume Diddy doesn't wear pants.
That's true.
I'm so glad we're on EMG so I can say shit. Shout out to Even Matchup Gaming.
What a shit, Costin.
Oh shit.
What a shit, Costin.
These guys are literally about to fight ghosts. Their opponents are not present.
They are going to have to defeat 2 chairs.
Casper.
Oh, or
no, that's just Osmo. That's the stage manager.
Shoutouts. Shoutouts to our stage manager who is managing
the stage.
A lovely stage.
Osmo's doing a fantastic job.
The stage looks very cool.
Bit rubbish.
Bit rubbish, isn't it?
These opponents are a bit rubbish, aren't they?
I love that the chairs have been fixed so that they are
They've been faced forward.
Faced forward so that they are now.
See, that's why he's such a good stage manager.
He understands. He understands what must be done. I'm about to hit the hazmat again. I don't know what to do. What's up,
Hi,
Twitch
chat?
What's up, Twitch chat?
Crikey!
What's going on, Twitch chat? Crikey!
Crikey! That's the only thing that's been the last two
Oi,
things.
That's a right chair right there. You see, it's got the gaming setup on it. It's got the pillow in the back and the lumbar support. It's an absolutely rare specimen.
Here, we see a royal chair is near Trinity. It's very rare at this time of year. Usually, they hide away in their cage for hibernation. But now, we can see them in action. Keep quiet. We don't want to start them.
It's been drawn by one of the friends to make sure that we don't scare them away. Don't let hungry bots into the building.
They've given each other their customary greeting. Oh, it seems they want to be friends.
They're spinning in circles rapidly. That's how you know things are about to really kick off.
Boy, and I would love things to kick off.
I would love things to kick
I
off
would
in
love-
this set.
Boy, would be so appreciated. I'm trying to look around the venue and see what else is going on. 'cause
Something's
top
going on
16
the side, the VGBootCamp stream over there. There's a Palu. There's double Palu, actually. So I'm assuming that's May and Wanpi.
It is May and Wampy, yeah.
I can't see them, but I hear double Palu, and I assume May and Wanpi.
Well, and I would almost actually assume Palu and Me Brawler, which I saw them playing for a majority of the
yeah.
time earlier.
Just roll with it. They also did a mixture of Palu Brawler and then Palu.
Palu.
That sounds like Pelu Pelu.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what the other two characters on that stream are. Guys, by the way, you should have both of the streams open so that you can keep up with
You know
all
what
the
it
action.
is? It is Palu Brawler. The other team also has
The
a
other
Palu.
team has a Palu,
So it's
okay.
Palu Joker versus Palu Brawler. And, oh, that's acola. So I think we're getting Onin acola,
Well, that just sounds unstoppable, frankly.
frankly.
That's number 1 and 2 seed of the tournament.
And also both Steve players. And also both under the age of 18. Therefore, they can't lose.
A cumulative age that is younger than most of the people that are running the event.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think like one Max Ketchum is more than an acola plus an Onin.
Yeah. I think that got brought up at Ludwig. That I think that these two combined are like it's a combined.
I think they're
like
32. Yeah, I think they're
like
both
both
16.
And it's like, wow. You're not even old if
Me
you're older
personally,
than
I'm
both of
43.
them.
So like I've got them both beat. They
What were
couldn't
the
take
80s like?
fantastic. I relive them at Let's Make Moves Miami.
That's true. That's true. We've got the 80s, the Miami Vice theme. I thought that Onin said he wasn't coming.
He did, and then he changed his mind.
Good.
And came anyway.
I'm
so we can get
glad.
our Steve Ditto grants. I was looking at this earlier with Yanni. There is a universe where if the right upsets happen in the right places, we could have an all Steve top 8. It is possible.
It would be, so these two, Yanni, Jake, Stefan,
D-Dog, Apple, and Riku, or ApolloKage Steve. Because I was talking to AK as well, and he said that if he gets into top 8 and there are 7 other Steves, he's also
gonna play
going
Steve.
Steve.
That would be very funny. And that might also be a sign.
We might have to ban Steve at that
I
point.
think if the entire top 8 is Steve, and I doubt that will happen,
That
but
is
I
more-
think if the
Hi,
entire
Watch.
top 8 is Steve,
Watch.
I might have a statement.
That might be the point where we go, okay, this is more than Brawl Meta Night.
That's-
It's more than Smash 4 Bayo.
Because that's what I've always said is I'm like, okay, once we see like 6 out of 8 like players in a top 8 at a major playing Steve, I'm like, then let's have the discussion.
But it has to happen twice, right? Because one time is just a fluke.
Right, we need a bigger sample size.
We can't ban Steve off of just one time
We
where
need a
the
bigger
entire
sample
top
size,
8 is
you're right.
just Steve. We got at least 3.
We're definitely going to see 2 in top 8, and there is.
Oh, we're seeing 2 right now.
Well, I'm talking about in singles, obviously, right? But you've got a very, very solid chance to see another 2 in top 8 in a mix of a few of the other ones:
Yeah.
Jake, Yanni, Stefan,
Quandale Dingle Ingleton.
yeah, who I wish. Is
He's here. Yeah, he's
Okay,
here. I saw him yesterday. I played some friendlies with him.
nice.
And also, in other news, I figured out who our 2 patient gentlemen are.
Oh yes.
That is Webbjp and Syrup, which
Ooh, that is Syrup.
I've never seen Webbjp in person. I've seen him in a ton of Wi-Fi tournaments. Ex-Lucas player, now a Sheik player.
Really?
More than anything else. Very, very, very strong player.
So he
too,
craves
frankly.
difficulty.
He
Is what you're
craves.
telling me.
Lucas isn't hard enough. I need to make it worse.
And Lucas is already not an easy character to play. And then he's like, more. And then Syrup on the other side with Ness. So
Syrup has a couple characters, but yeah, Ness,
Mostly the Ness.
the one that he's known for.
Yeah.
Has top 8'd, I believe, one major event in the form of Gommel 2022.
Yes.
And I think we have a little bit of too many pro controllers connected is I think the problem that's going on. Because I don't know what Webb and Syrup play with, but I know for a fact that both Onin and Acola play with pro controller.
No, you need to. You just they don't know to do a just grip / order.
Well, no, they're full DCing all.
Oh, just everything.
Yeah.
That's smart.
If you go into the home menu, into settings, controllers, and sensors, and then go to disconnect pro controllers, you can like full DC them. Because if you go into like adjust grip order, the pro controller's still paired and can reconnect to the console. But that way, it unpairs it and everything.
For all of you TOs out there, that's a free tip. That's a free consultation.
Yeah.
From
you
Blast.
You can also do that by pairing the problem controller to another switch.
Right.
So a lot of tourneys will have like the dummy switch like Xanadu.
We have
to pair
one up
everything
front
to.
of our level too.
But if you can't, that solution also works.
That is all.
Deal with that all the time.
I just bought a new Switch, so I did not know a lot of the menu stuff that I had to do. Something got updated. I got a new one. My old one is unfortunately it has lived its last life. Unfortunately, which may or may not have happened because I dropped it down the stairs in my apartment complex. Oops. Yeah. Oops.
My other one, the fan broke, which I think was just because I played too much of it.
Yeah.
Because I got that Switch on release when Breath of the Wild came out.
Yeah.
And it lasted me all the way up until Xenoblade 3. So like that's not bad.
And then it was like, this is too much.
This is too much.
This is too much.
So I got an OLED not too long ago.
I just got an OLED.
To play Xenoblade
Dude,
3 on.
I was shocked by how much of a difference the screen makes.
I was looking at all the specs like online and stuff, and I was like, it's like 0.1 inch, and it's like just a little bit better pixel quality. It can't be this
It
different.
feels like it is a foot bigger.
It definitely feels better.
And like the actual quality of the screen is ridiculous, but
Finally,
we get our match.
it has been like
Unless it's
actually
hand
10
warmers.
minutes. It has actually been like 10 minutes, but it's time. We get to see Steve, Ness, Sheik. Four very different characters.
You know, but honestly, you're right, because we talk a lot about how Onin and Acola do not play the same.
No, not at all.
They are very different creatures.
And I think like the biggest like show of that was actually their Ditto at Ludwig's Invitational last week, where Acola just ran over Onin. Like, and it's not because Acola is that much better than Onin or anything else. It's just that his playstyle in this Ditto was so incompatible with how slow Onin wanted to play it, he couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it at like the national level a lot from Acola, that Acola does not always feel like mining for tons of resources is necessary. Like, Acola's very happy to just play with...
beat your ass with wood.
He will beat your ass with wood, just like a baseball player.
Yeah, exactly.
And Onin, on the other hand, does want time to mine, and these two have found plenty of time to get things started. I gotta keep track of two resource bars, too.
Yeah, to make an assumption, I think that Swedish Alex is Onin and regular Alex is Acola, but I'm not 100% certain.
I think so. I think so, too.
I'm guessing from how they're playing, straight up. I'm just guessing.
I mean,
but
yeah.
The Webb and Syrup are not having the best time right now.
Oh, and getting blocked by the blocks.
Both of them at once, too. Like, they did, like, a team build.
A team building challenge.
To kill Syrup.
Actually, that wasn't even playing Minecraft. That was playing Fortnite. That was collaborative. But we do see Webbjp and Syrup getting a stock off the board, and that is big against these Thieves that have demonstrated amazing survivability.
Bro,
What do you do? What do you do?
Die. That's what you
Die.
There was so much going on all at once there. The anvil, the down smash, the block, and then it dropped the anvil even further. That was, again, assuming that one is Acola. Acola wanted him dead, and he wanted him dead now.
And it did indeed happen. And now it's one stock each of the blue team members.
That was also really, really cool from, again, assuming Acola, to literally grab Onin out of disadvantage with your tether grab and then just, like, put him up on the platform like, here you go, buddy.
Yeah.
You're safe now.
You're safe. Oh, my goodness. And not safe is Syrup just getting tossed onto those blocks and then immediately comboed into the up smash. This is... you have got to be able to pull off some... They could spell a word.
At this point,
Wow.
that was just
I mean,
Brutal.
it's the 1 seed and 2 seed of the tournament, man, and they are playing like it right now. They are just unstoppable, this dynamic duo of Onin and acola.
So I'm going to share some unreleased Steve tech while we have a little bit of downtime between the games.
There's more?
It's only for doubles, too. So my good buddy Wydo, Steve Blabber extraordinaire,
Love Wydo.
has informed me that should you have double Steve, and should both of those Steves have enough iron blocks, you can build an Among Us. It is possible. It is different.
Iron block specific.
Only
'Cause you need
iron
the time.
lasts long enough to build the full
an
Among Us. So,
Onin
if
does
anybody-
not build such elegant structures.
if anybody did it, though, it would be these two.
Probably.
But actually, watch. Which Steve is which? Do you know?
Squid Games is Onin.
Okay, so the shapes is Onin.
Yeah.
The circle with Squid Games. Okay.
Squid Game, yeah. So
That's,
we
were
were
backwards.
Yeah.
And
And now it's easier because we can say Alex
Yes.
is Onin. Stevie
Alex is Onin,
is
Steve
Acola.
is Acola.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we also get the fun benefit of a stage with multiple different materials to mine. Like
True.
on Hollow Bastion, you get the stone on the very center, and then it is iron everywhere else. I had it backwards before, because it looks like it should be iron in the middle, but it's not. It's reverse.
Interesting. I mean, it does look kind of like metallic on the outside.
Yeah. You would
But,
think.
Nothing about Steve is how you would think. It should.
No, oh sorry, no, I did have it right. 'Cause
Okay,
I just saw stone getting mine on the side.
Okay,
So,
then-
anyways, had it right, but yeah, it's a fun thing because Steve has like the 2 different cycles of things that he'll mine, and that means that it can take longer to get diamond on these kinds of stages depending on where you're positioned on stage. I don't think that matters very much in doubles, if I'm gonna be honest.
No, not really. Resource management isn't all that paramount in doubles. It's more so Steve just being able to swing and swing a lot and swing very, very hard.
Speaking of swinging, though, Webb did a really good job of bailing his teammate out of an up smash. Syrup definitely got saved, but hey, he's making good use of that stock. He fires back with one after Webb's first stock drops. Things remain even here with a little bit more room to play. Blue team looks like they're a little bit happier, but that anvil definitely doing a lot of damage, as it does for acola anytime he plays.
The other thing that I'm thinking about too right now that is like kind of terrifying for me, like the win condition in doubles, the vast majority of time is to either narrow it down to a 1v1 and then clutch out that 1v1, or play the 2v1. But in this set, should you take out Onin or acola, you then have to deal with Onin or acola.
Yeah. There is no break that you ever get. Like, there's no
You have to
weak
deal with
individual
either
player or character.
the SmashCon champion or the take-your-pick champion
Yeah.
from Japanese majors.
The guy who's placed top 4 in every tournament he's ever entered. There we go, though. Back throw, getting that first stock off of acola. Finally, who is doing an amazing job stock tanking. Now putting on tons of pressure off stage. Amazing recovery by Syrup, though. Keeps him alive. Gonna have to try to find a way to get back once again, though.
Actually, that's a good point as well from chat. You can always tell which one's acola because he has no resources.
That's true.
His resource bar is empty.
He is not a hoarder. He's not. Odin's got like the savings account and everything.
He's got a 401k. He's prepping for retirement. Akula's like, this boat looks cool. I'm gonna buy it.
Living life on the edge.
On the edge of the stage now, too, versus Syrup, but Syrup decides that the best use of his time is to get back to center instead of trying to fight Acola in that corner.
Oh my goodness, and an amazing reversal with
Whoa!
Acola getting stuck in the minecart that Onin tossed out. This game is right back to even.
Just kind of weaving around the up air, up tilt hitboxes. Both Steves are throwing out at the moment.
Oh, we're taking a trip on the Venga bus right now.
The
Get
Venga
carried
bus
in.
is coming,
Da,
and
da, da,
everybody's
da, da,
jumping.
da,
New York to San Francisco, come on, the disco.
Getting taken on a flight right now, though. Onin landing on that center platform and not at too much of a risk with Syrup getting stuck into the corner. Webbjp nearly taking out that stock. The needles into the bouncing fish, and Onin's last stock is in trouble here.
Yeah, so is Webbjp's though, and I feel like one of these teams has significantly more kill power. Sure, you've got like Ness Nair, Ness Bear, and back throw, but you've got Steve everything. And that's like what's scaring me right now, and should either Ness or Sheik go down, then you're in a terrible position.
Onin got to mine for an entire diamond uninterrupted, by the way. Acola doing an amazing job covering for his teammate, and then waiting patiently for that bouncing fish, and it is down to just Syrup. Got to close out a 2v1 against, frankly, two of the best players in the world.
And
it's
unable
not-
to do it. And that is
not
going to
enough.
be a 2-0. The fist bumps coming through. Acola and Onin moving on. As kind of as expected, game 1 was pretty dominant from the two of them. Game 2 a lot closer. Like, great stuff to Webb and Syrup for bringing it to that point. But at the end of the day, the Steve onslaught was just a little bit too much to weather.
Yeah. I also want to point out, by the way, I love that team because Acola's got, like, the Zeta Division jersey and the dripped out varsity jacket, and Onin's wearing a shirt with a meme on it.
Yeah.
And that's the team. That is what is effective.
That is like the easiest way to break down those two personalities as well. Where like Onin is a shit poster at heart. And that is just like, and I love it.
As it should be.
As it should be.
As it should be. We need more.
And obviously, like I can't speak as much for Acola because language barrier.
Sure.
I haven't gotten the chance to have as extensive conversations with him as I have with Onin, but Onin's a shit poster.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, I love Onin, and I am so glad that he continues to play this game because he is just like, everything he says is funny. He is one of the funniest people I have had the pleasure of interacting with in this community, and he's self-aware about it, too.
Yeah, Onin and I have like a running joke that's been going since I think a little bit before SmashCon, where every time he sees me, he'll call me Grayola, and then I'll go, "Oh, you're Acola, right?" And we just like every time we see each other, I don't think he's ever called me by my name, and I don't think I've ever to his face called him Onin.
I like it. Do you just rotate names back and forth, or is it specifically Grayola?
He's always Acola, and I'm always Grayola.
By the way, big shout-outs to Grayola, who is taking a step forward.
Stuck in law school
Stuck
in
law school. Oh, we actually get one more.
Oh, we have one more set.
We got one more, and it's AK.
Is that MPG? I can't tell because he's like standing up, but MPG always wears the bandana, so I think it's MPG. Oh, Mega Man hat. Yep, that's MPG.
Yeah, MPG and ApolloKage.
Oh, and they're fighting. Is that Mewtwo King? On the other side?
Mewtwo King is not only here, Mewtwo King is also going to be commentating later this weekend as well.
All right. I saw him a little bit earlier, but I can't tell who. The chair's in the way. I don't know who that is that he's teamed with.
Yeah, I wish I could see.
It's so dark in here. There's a chair.
It is. Is that Wadi?
No.
No.
'Cause Wadi, I saw Wadi.
That is way too tall for Wadi, actually. Now that like sitting down, I was like, I see the haircut. I see just I know Wadi was wearing a black and white jacket today.
That might be Chocotace.
Ooh.
That is
you're
Chocotace.
Right. It is Chocotace.
Okay.
I love Chocotace.
I need to see somebody's face instead of the top of the back of their
the
head
top
from
of the
behind, from behind a chair.
Dude, I love Chocotace so much. One of the only Lucases out there, along with Regalo. Like, they're literally the only two.
Chocotace, I saw play in squads earlier, commentated one of his sets. I was like really excited talking about how cool his Lucas was and all that stuff, and then he went triple random, and I did not see Lucas. That is even better,
and that is the most Chocotace thing I've ever heard. He would enter Squad Strike and play triple random.
It's very, very much a Chocotace thing, but this is going to be a weird set because we've got 3 zoners, and then whoever Mewtwo King has decided to play for today.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what, because I know Mewtwo King's actually been playing a very fair bit of Ultimate on stream and stuff lately, but I don't know what the character
he plays. Aegis,
I was
Game
about
& Watch,
to say Aegis,
Bowser.
probably, right?
Like, he's Wolf. I've seen him play so many characters on his stream for Ultimate. And then there's also the separate meta of doubles. Who will he choose?
Mewtwo King, by the way, was literally the first person I ever played against on Smash Ultimate Quick Play. Literally, I loaded it up. I was like, I'm gonna play Roy. I want to see what Quick Play's all about. And then Mewtwo King was the first person I fought. And I was like, I wonder if he's streaming. And I went in there, I went the VOD, and immediately after like 5 seconds, he goes, okay, so he's an air dodger. And then he blew me up for air dodging for the rest of the set.
Now, I'm gonna make an assumption, and if I guess this correctly, Mewtwo King, Jason Zimmerman, he likes tier lists. He likes to play top tiers and high tiers, and he's playing doubles. He's going to play Insane. Because I saw him make a doubles tier list not too long ago.
And Incineroar would be near the top.
Yes.
That is a good character, especially when you're going up against Mega Man Snake.
Mega Man Snake.
You get to revenge everything. I actually would not doubt that. And look, I last remember M2K playing Donkey Kong in Smash 4, and I feel like there
Donkey
are
Kong was pretty good in Smash 4, though.
I feel like there are comparisons to be drawn between Smash 4 Donkey Kong and Smash Ultimate Incineroar.
Now, Game & Watch, another one of M2K's mains in singles, also a very strong character in doubles.
And against these characters.
And also against these characters, because Bucket. So M2K has options, but I've never watched him play doubles before. I can just see him playing Insane in doubles.
Yeah.
In my mind's eye, I can see the M2K.
Mewtwo King is just so good at choosing a specific thing
that
he wants to execute as part of a game plan and then doing it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, M2K likes tier lists. He likes being at the top of tier lists.
I remember that.
All right, speaking of which.
Speaking of tier lists, yeah, and I would not be surprised to see a whole lot of Pyra. Like we discussed earlier when we saw Aaron playing, if you end up with a really good teammate to support you, and Lucas can be that, being able to engage in a bevy of different ranges.
Got Team Baja Blast here, too. Look at this.
Playing Numa, because I'm a nerd.
Hey, that's a spoiler.
You don't know that.
I do.
Well, nobody knows what that means, but I'll say it. And I will say that this will be a fun set. It will simply, however, not be
Yo,
played on
M2K's
Hollow
popping off. Oh my god.
Yo,
they're already on one stock.
That is, I can't believe we're doing this bit at this moment.
I love this bit. It's my 1-0. Wow. Chat, can I get a 1-0 Roach? My co-commentator has placed their head into their hands. Hey, I'm getting my 1-0s. JV8, yo!
JV8. The JV8 is insane. Get only JV7.
No, because it's double JV4, so JV8.
I see. We're doing.
It's additive.
Okay. Well, we will get our game one started now, and it's on Hollow Bastion again.
Wait.
For some reason.
So what was the
SD again? That was game one.
That really was. M2K has paid ApolloKage and MPG to take a dive.
Oh man. Look, if I had to bet anything, it's probably that like the audio was like wrong on the setup or something. Like something probably needs.
M2K picked the wrong song and asked to reset because
it's the same song that was playing. All right, well,
someone might have just had the wrong tag. I think that's probably our most likely.
That makes a lot more sense, actually. I would believe that.
Oh, M2K's dead, actually.
He very much is. Do not burn that double jump. Chocotace trying to get aggressive for a reversal.
Chocotace, recognizing that now they are suddenly at a pretty large deficit, was like, all right, let me go make something happen, but very nearly lost his life to AK Snake for that effort. And MPG just comboing Mewtwo King 60%. Not very much time. M2K's hurt.
Yeah, and the big reason for that
he
is...
might be...
Ooh, actually turning things around. Switching to Pyra means he's got an opportunity. But what a creative recovery from ApolloKage. And it's going to be a dead Pyra and a dead Lucas because MPG is right there with the downer to finish it off.
MPG absolutely godlike. They're not only going off stage to kill Mewtwo King to stop him from edge guarding and reversing.
He got it again! He got it again with another hard knuckle! He's unstoppable!
I'm going to throw up. MPG is disgusting.
He has just not missed a single big punish opportunity. It's insane. And the big problem, right, is that, like, okay, so MPG has gotten the really, really big off-stage punishes. And even on stage, it's been a struggle for the green team because Mewtwo King's been getting comboed a lot, but ApolloKage has been shutting down Chocotace from being able to support Mewtwo King, and that's why MPG's just been able to go absolutely Krasingo.
And the opposite is, like, absolutely not true as well. Like, Chocotace hasn't been able to do anything to MPG. MPG is literally always there.
Oh my god, look out!
When AK needs him, I had to, like, stop there for a second because I thought he might be dead. And finally, MPG loses his first stock.
Yeah, and it's taken a while. ApolloKage still holding solidly onto that second one as well. Looking like we might be going to a game two, the green team having the lead, but you never know how these things shake out. Because those first two stocks, I mean, for both members of the green team went away so quickly. Stands to reason that the reverse could happen as well.
Mewtwo King was looking like the odd man out off stage there, the only member of Team Baja Blast, and the only one without a phenomenal recovery game as well to keep him safeguarded, but Shoryuken!
Well placed, well placed. MPG doing a whole lot of work alongside ApolloKage. I mean, again, he got so many clutch stocks where it was very easy for him to misplay. 2 hard knuckles at very, very low percents, one on Mewtwo King and one on Chocotace, both of them dropping stocks early, and it just resulted in a deficit that was not, you couldn't come back from.
Dude, their game plan going into that was, let's kill Pyra, right?
Yeah.
It was obviously the character that's weaker off stage, that's weaker in disadvantage, that's weaker in recovery. So they were like, one of us will keep Lucas busy, and the other one will kill her.
And that Mewtwo King was pretty adamant about playing Pyra for most of the time.
He did not swap to Mythra, I think, except for one recovery.
And the difference there, you're right. You're right. We could stop talking about Pyra and Mythra. I was going to draw some parallels to the way that Aaron was playing, but now we get to talk about a completely different character and one that can absolutely just go nuts in dominating a doubles game, as we will end up going to Town and City here for Game 2 with Mewtwo King switching to the Incineroar.
And immediately trying to short hop side B. That's how you know he's a real instant.
A man after my own heart, because I would do it too.
Who would? A SkyJ would.
SkyJ would. No, literally any Incineroar would.
That is just the Incineroar. It's short hop side B. Check
Test your opponent.
Yeah. Give him a quick little test. If they pass, all right, we move on.
Step right up. Test your strength. He's making a lot of great use of this Darkest Lariat as well, though, but he's also been trying to initiate at spaces where, just from a spacing standpoint, Incineroar can't really make up that space. He can always react to it.
He's
taking
kind of
a lot of damage in return.
Already at 128 is what I was about to point out as well. Yeah, he's trying to scrap, but at a range where Incineroar is not capable of scrapping. He's still kind of playing with Pyra spacing at the moment, but down goes MPG's first stock as well. ApolloKage, still the healthiest person on the stage by a mile at 3 stocks.
And holding on to it with a heavy character like Snake, he can hold on to this for a while yet. Going for the tech chase on Chocotace, but too far forward. And Mewtwo King got broken out of the side B, and he had to go, huh?
And
wow.
Just raw F smash kills Incineroar at what, sub 90?
Blue team has been merciless in just blowing
Dude, this
up
is rude. This is
spacing. Yeah, this is scary.
Oh, mutual hitbox there, though, does prevent Mewtwo King from eating a Mega Man punch this time around.
One of the stronger ones of those collateral damage hitboxes. It'll knock you a long way out.
Double dash attack. I feel like I'm playing Mario Kart out here.
This is ApolloKage looking like me on school field day. Just rolling along the field.
Landing back air 2 does its job. Pushes Chocotace out of position long enough for his teammate to recover and gets out of there with his shield barely holding on.
By the way, I think somebody's stuck right now. I heard a C4 stick like 10 or 15 seconds ago, and I don't know where it is.
No, it's on the stage. It's right underneath the center platform, left side.
It was beneath the shadow.
I was like, as soon as you said it, I was like desperately searching for the C4, but down goes M2K, restocks, leaves Chocotace in a sticky situation, because if he gets up tilted by Snake here, it's all over, and M2K's in the 1v2.
And we just need to see Mewtwo King playing this Incineroar a lot more patiently, because he's trying to make up space by playing this Incineroar very aggressively, going off stage and getting clipped by the lead shield, and Chocotace is going to be left to fend for himself against 4 stocks of the blue team. And look, if I know these two, they are not going to stop until they get something stupid.
No, they want something funny. Okay.
Read the air dodge.
F tilt 1, air dodge, read up tilt. That's a pretty ApolloKage thing to hit somebody with. And that's a strong duo from the two of them. And I want to harken back to what you were talking about towards the end there as well, where it felt like M2K was almost running Incineroar on Pyra software. Where he was trying to like run in, control space, dominate like certain areas of the stage with disjoints that he did not have.
Yeah.